All right, guys, I am back for another 15-minute rant. And today I'm going to talk about partnering with local businesses. Now, this is a subject that, you'll hear, with Jim Cochran put out a course called PPP, Proven Partnering Program. And then, other people will talk about partnerships. And I don't know if you're part of our merch class and our merch group. We talk about it there. Merch by Amazon, sorry. But there's more than this going on, and this is kind of what I want to talk about today and want to get into is this idea of partnerships. If you guys have heard me rant about this before, I'm going to go on 15 minutes of it for just you. This is something that I am really, really passionate about. I get really excited about the idea that I can actually change the infrastructure of my local community. And let me tell you, there are some fantastic products, some fantastic people, and some fantastic things happening in your local area that you may not know about. I'm getting ahead of myself. So here's what I think about partnerships. I think that partnerships are number one, a fantastic way. And specifically, I'm going to rant a little bit today about partnerships with your local community. Now, partnerships can get you a number of things. Number one, if you're an Amazon seller, you have a one-up on most every person in your environment and everyone in your city because you have an incredibly unique skill set. Those of you who are on eBay, again, an incredibly unique skill set. Those of you who are proficient at Etsy, again, fantastic skill set. If you have, I'm sure you have other things that you are great at. These are all assets that the companies around you need. There's manufacturers in your town. There are small businesses in your town. There are people in your town who are inventing new products every single day that I could not be more excited to partner with. Now, why? Why would I partner with these guys? Number one, because you can get contracts with them that ultimately you become almost in a sense a drop shipper for them. You create an Amazon listing. You guys figure out how, the pricing, the structure, how you're going to make money, how they're going to make money, and you guys both win. It's a win-win situation. Number two, you're taking outside money and you're pouring it into your local community. That's how communities sustain. That's how governments sustain. That's how this system of Amazon can end up affecting your local government because, small town money doesn't stay small town money. You're getting the influence of people all around the world. I mean, we have access to the greatest marketplace on the earth. And now we get to spread that money to our local community. How much of a blessing is that going to be to the small businesses? The mom and pop shop that have their own brand of jelly, or, they have this amazing hot sauce, or, there's so many different options. Don't limit yourself to, they don't manufacture a product. Like, it's not, if you are ungated in grocery, if you're even not, go get ungated in grocery, because I promise there's a little mom and pop shop that has the best jam ever that you're now going to go get to partner with and be able to create a brand with them and things with them that's going to ultimately change and impact their sales, because they may have, guys, I get excited about this. I'm not going to jump ahead. Anyway, I get excited about this idea of the win-win-win, that I win, customer wins, they win. There's people in your town manufacturing amazing products. Now, the other thing you can do is, for my merch people, we've preached this before. Go hop on, take the design from your local church, from your local, your kids' soccer team, your Rotary Club, whatever it is that you do. Go take that design and post it up on merch and do fundraisers and give away the proceeds to these people. Take 10%, whatever you guys want to do, figure it out. That's another way you can partner with your local community. Right now, I'm just giving ideas, guys. These are free, 100% free. I'm laughing at myself. I just laughed at myself. I'm on camera laughing at myself. That's weird. I get really excited about thinking bigger than myself. And my goal is to never build a podcast, to never build a business, to never build an idea that's I can accomplish on my own. we have a team of people. We Dean is our the man who does Dean's the man. Uh, Dean is he's the guy behind all of our systems and our structures. He's the one that's building this podcast, the one that makes sure it goes out correctly every day. We have teams in place that make sure our systems are what they are today. Those are partnerships. We've partnered with other people. I would not be where I am today if I didn't have partners, if I didn't have people that are standing next to me, making sure everything's running the way it should be. Because Lord knows I can't. Guys, I am not technologically challenged. And I can get away, with most things. I'm pretty good at some things that probably people aren't. But when it comes to actually doing tech stuff, man, I fail every time. I always call Dean, I need help. That's another way you can partner with people in your area. If there is a, somebody who does shipping on the daily, like they specialize in shipping, why not use their service to pack and ship your items? Guys, think bigger than yourselves. Inventory doesn't have to come to your house. It can come to your local marketplace. I was talking with Michael and Brittany Ross a while ago, and they talked about how they have used a local dock so that trucks dropping off new product, whether it was private label or wholesale, could drop off product at that dock. Now, I'm sorry, what is a dock? A dock is a place where let's say a larger business has a bay door. This is a door that the large semi trucks can park, and their doors open and it matches perfectly to the ground. That way they can get product off with a pallet or whatever. So they have these bay doors that open. It's usually, a company with that needs to take shipments and stuff. Those guys a lot of times are willing to work with you, whether it's paid or unpaid. They're willing to work with you so that your product can get dropped off as long as it's picked up in that day. So if you guys want to go watch that, Michael and Brittany Ross talked a little bit about that, and that's in their podcast. I'll put the link to it down there in the description. But all that to say, that's another form of partnership with your local community. Again, it's whether it's bringing an idea to the table of them of like, hey, I sell on Amazon, I do X, Y, or Z. Do you mind if I use the your bay door, or your dock? Like that's an opportunity for them to get excited about what you're doing and another relationship that you just built. What about partnering with your Girl Scout community and saying, hey, how about I help you develop a t-shirt that you guys can sell? What if you talk to your local, YMCA and talked about, their youth programs and got involved with your youth programs and built them an Amazon or eBay business? And, obviously make sure you're doing a no compete clause. Like it is important to shuffle over those kinds of things, because if that gets, I'm sorry, not shuffle, but discuss those kinds of things, because you obviously don't want there to be competition in a certain area. But if you set up a program where you get a royalty off of that because you're helping them manage their account, dude, that's awesome. One of the things I'm working on is I want to develop a system where when I was in high school, I was given the incredible opportunity to work for a warehouse. It was one of the best lessons I learned, one of the hardest jobs I've ever had, just because you have to think on your toes and you got to be able to do things quickly. And I wasn't always great at it, but they kept me on because they knew I needed a job, not because I was necessarily benefiting their business. That was huge for me. I'm a 15, 16-year-old kid working because I want money to go to the movies and I want money to pay for gas, and they were willing to give me a job. And this is kind of where I want to go with this whole partnership idea. Let me make sure I'm not over time. Yes, still have 5 minutes. So one of the things that I get most excited about is the idea that I can help somebody younger than me. And for some of you, you never want to work with youth, and that's fine. You don't have to. For me, I've always desired to give somebody the same opportunity that I was given. And so I'm working with another friend right now in talks about starting a kind of an e-commerce / entrepreneurial group for high school students. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to these students and say, hey, we would love to actually help you develop a system bigger than yourself and develop something bigger than yourself. And we want to employ them to actually do the garage sailing and do the arbitrage online, and go into the physical retail stores, going to the thrift stores and creating private label products. Like, I actually want to employ high school students to do this for me. Like, I'm already doing it. This is something I'm already doing. I'm going to pay somebody $10 an hour and have them work, 4 hours a week. That's $40 out of my pocket. And ultimately, they're earning me how many thousands of dollars? Or I want to partner with them, give them the mind that they already have if they're entrepreneurial already, and I want to help them get connected with the people. Obviously, I do this podcast. I'm connected with, hundreds and hundreds of people now, and get them connected with people in their environment and in their niche and in the things that they're excited about, whether it's book writing or, even private labeling or building their own brand. Like, I had a t-shirt company when I was 17 years old. T-shirt company, like full out printing, t-shirts, events, everything when I was 17 years old. I think now, and we had an awesome idea. We had the idea of, we'd give away 30% of anything we ever made to our local community, and actually we'd have huge fundraising events at churches and in our local community, and we'd go to art shows and support local artists and have them design t-shirts, and then we would give away that 30% to the homeless, and we'd go have huge homeless events where we'd make dinner for, a bunch of people, or, we'd pass out lunches for, as many people as we could find. And that was our passion. Was we wanted to create a t-shirt company that actually, or a clothing company that actually changed the environment around us. Lord knows if we had something like Merch by Amazon, it would have changed the game for us. But we still got that entrepreneurial spirit going. And I think if we had had a mentor, it would still be going today. I mean, the guys that I worked with are still passionate entrepreneurs. So why aren't we doing it today? It's why aren't we doing it today? I don't know. But if I had somebody to partner with me on that journey and to actually teach me the fundamentals of business rather than just, letting it drop when we all went to college, like, what would it be today? I think that there would have been an incredible opportunity there. Now, that's an opportunity to give back and partner with your community. Guys, there are people every single day who need help. What if you had the ability to employ, 6 different people in your local community? I know some of you, are already doing this and are already working with people in your community and have hired, and that's so cool. Like, I just talked with the Wholesale Formula guys. Like, what an amazing group of guys, number one. Number two, they have employed, I think they said six people from their community, or maybe even 9 people from their community. That's people who are getting paid on the daily because of what they're doing. That gets me excited, guys. Like, I hope that you start thinking about ways to partner with your the people in your community. If I was to personally refer any curriculum to kind of help you set a mindset, the one that really changed my life, and I think we are affiliated with it, you guys. I don't even know our affiliate link, but if you guys want to go check out Jim Cockrum's course called PPP, this isn't a pitch to try to make money. It genuinely did change my life. Like, it changed the way that I look at business and the way that I do business. So it's called PPP, Proven Partnering Program. But I think if you just type in PPP by Jim Cockrum on the internet, you can go there, or I'll put the link below. That is our affiliate link. I think we make a few bucks if you guys buy the course. But yeah, genuinely, guys, this is something that I get excited about, and it's revolutionized the way that I actually do business and the way that I look at partnerships and the opportunities that I have, and has ultimately birthed some incredible things. And I'll talk more about that in some of my other rants. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. That is my spiel. That's what I'm passionate about. This is just another area that I'm passionate about, and I'm really excited. The next video I'm going to be making is about family. I think I'll probably do it next week at some point. But it's going to be all about family and why I think family is such an important part of becoming an entrepreneur and sustaining the entrepreneur spirit. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this community. If you want to get in touch with me, find me on Facebook, or just talk to me on the Facebook group, the Online Empire Academy. or comment on the YouTube page, man. I'm here, guys. I'm the one who personally answers this, and it's either me or Dean, and we really are as excited about this as ever. It's turning into something amazing, and I'm so excited with you guys tuning in and choosing to be a part of our big family. So until next time, Empire, have a fantastic day.